Thank you for sticking around, everyone. My name is Jose Rodriguez. I'm a feature film programmer here at the festival, and it is a real honor for me to be here to have an amazing conversation with the team behind the Lionheart. Let's bring back to the front director Laura Brownson. And these amazing participants, Susie Wheldon, Michael Andretti, Bryan Herta, and Tony Kanaan. I think Laura knows this, but I want to share something with you all that I think this was the second film we invited this year, very early. It was, and I think that's due, as the audience just witnessed, the raw potency, the emotional power and strength of the film. It just wouldn't let us go. So I did want to start, I wanted to be sensitive about what you've just experienced and just talk about what it was like just watching the film right now. Laura, you've been sitting with various edits, but seeing it with people and for, this really tight circle of friends and family, what was it like?
Yeah, you edit a film I edited this film for almost a year. And, at times you become numb to the story you're telling, but then you see it with these wonderful people who made it a wonderful film. And this woman's vulnerability and her strength and, she lost the love of her life, but she has these two amazing children. Dan's legacy lives on with them, and that's mostly why I wanted to tell the story. Was the story is bigger than Dan. It's about this legacy that keeps going, and the Wheldon boys are going strong. But it was very emotional for me to sit next to Susie, especially. She's seen the film before. We didn't just ambush her tonight.
Did you see that? Did you?
The guys have not.
Thanks, Susie. Appreciate it.
I'm curious what your impressions are.
Wow. Yeah, it was unbelievable. The emotions and everything that's gone through it, and she's the hero of the day here.
Bryan?
Yeah, I thank you. Susie's amazing bravery put on display to open herself up this way, and knowing Dan as we all did, he would love all this attention. he would love that we're all sitting here watching a film about him so much. And so as much as it wasn't something I wanted to go back to or think about or talk about, I knew he would get a kick out of that. And having now seen the film, so proud to have been a part of it, and thank you.
Yeah, Susie, we gotta thank you for sure. I think you guys understood probably what we had, and I think that sets an example for his kids and for our kids. I said that, Laura, thank you for bringing all these good memories back to us. I said it on the film. He told me, he looked me in the face one day and said, enjoy it, you guys not gonna have this all the time, and we never had it since, and I think we're never gonna have it again. So it's been awesome. So I cry my heart out. I wish I could have watched it before so I would keep everybody laughing at me over there, including Dan, for sure.
I had incredible storytellers. You guys are a dream come true for a filmmaker, though. All of you. It wouldn't have been the movie that it is without all of you.
I'm gonna open it up early to the audience. Raise your hand. Let me catch your hand. Don't be shy. Right here.
I just want to say thank you to all of you. I just want to say thank you to all of you. This year was my 24th Indy 500. TK, I got to see you race. It was the 50th anniversary of my dad winning the race. Thank you guys for what you do. And Susie, thank you for sharing this story with us. I saw Dan race. Yeah. So thank you guys for taking the risks.
Any questions? After first year and then, yeah.
I'd just like to thank Susan for her emotional strength that she has. We should always do that.
Thank you, Dad. I do want to say thank you to my family for being here, my mom and my dad and my sister and her husband. So and just to say thank you to everybody that came tonight, and also to these guys. I know it's not easy to always go back, and so just you guys had a lot of courage as well. So to kind of share those stories, so I appreciate that. Thank you.
This question is for Laura. Laura, how did your relationship with Dan change from the very beginning, when you didn't know him, to after the film was finished?
I mean, it's a very strange experience to not know someone. I mean, one of the more touching, sad moments was with Sebastian when we first started shooting, and he asked me if I knew his dad. And I had to say no, I never met him. But wow, have I spent a lot of time with Dan Wheldon at this point, and I feel like, bizarrely, he's my friend too. I mean, it's a very interesting relationship, certainly that I never expected I would have with somebody who's no longer with us and that I never met. But it's like I have a friend, so.
How did the idea for the film come to be?
How did the idea for the film come to be?
So my amazing partners, McLean and Chapman Way, up there somewhere. Who are incredible partners, filmmakers in their own right. We worked together on another film. They have this series on Netflix called Untold, and I directed one of those. And it was such a great experience. I think we all wanted to work together again. And we all were familiar with Dan's story. I actually grew up in Indiana with the first 8 years of my life. So while I may not be the obvious choice to make a film about a race car driver, I'm not that. So we all had heard the story of Dan and his tragic accident crash, but the headlines sort of die, and nobody, outside of the motorsport world was talking about Dan necessarily. But 8 years later, I think, we found an article, maybe Mac found an article about Sebastian and Oliver. And at that point, we went, this is a story kind of bigger than Dan, bigger than a single man. It's about loss, love, fathers and sons, familial legacy, and universal themes that really touched us. And we reached out, and she and I had a connection. I have 2 boys, Cade, Cooper here, who are complete risk-taking nuts. I am totally risk adverse, so I identified with Susie's dilemma a little bit, and we all agreed to do it. Right?
Right.
I have to say something because I didn't know what to expect. Of course, I knew the story from the beginning, obviously, but I had no idea how it was going to be presented. And Laura, I mean, it's just incredible, just emotions that just a beautiful story, and of course, you know, here we have the real hero, Miss Susie, and this wonderful kid. The best part about it also is that it's a work in progress. You know, Dan is up there smiling. He's going to see his kids continue his work and win and make him proud. And I mean, this is an unbelievable story. I would have never thought that it would be, it encompasses so many emotions. But then with the negative, there's a positive there. And that's the beautiful part about it. So this is really amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Mario.
Thank you, Mario. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, I just got a compliment from Mario Andretti. Wow. Thank you so much.
We have time for one more question. And got one right here.
Susie or Michael, how are the boys' current racing careers like today, this season going?
Very well.
Funny you should ask.
Actually, great. Sebastian just won his first race in Skip Barber. It was his third round in, so he'd come second a couple times, so he was looking for that win, and so we just got that literally 2 weeks before we came, and so that was amazing for him. And then Oliver is still in karting, but he's doing really well, and he's celebrated a couple wins already this season. So yeah, it's just been really cool to see them develop and progress as drivers, and to even think that Sebastian's in a car now is wild. You know, you kind of know it's the next step and those things are coming, but all of a sudden it feels like it's here. But you know, I couldn't obviously do it without the support of just everybody and amazing people, and certainly haven't done it on my own, you know. And they're amazing boys and incredible boys, and just to be able to come along for the journey with them has been amazing.
And you've done an amazing job with them.
Well, we're out of time, but let's keep it going for Laura and this amazing time. Please remember to vote, audience award, and we can keep the conversation going outside. There's another film coming in shortly, so see you outside. Thanks.
Yeah,